Hello everyone. Uh, Today we are going to be talking about the first of the top 10, or, no, it's not really a top 10, but this is the first of the 10 main ones. Wait, how many fingers am I holding up? Shit. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Anyways, so, the game in question as number 10, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Eh, eh, eh. Now, honestly, if you think about the Harry Potter series, like the movie series, which the games are based off of, so far I only know of three. Like, so far I only know of the three being first three made into games, but if you think about it, the movies get really dark. I mean, you have effectively a teacher getting killed in the first one at the end of the movie. You end up having to deal with people possibly dying in the second movie to a giant snake. Then in the third one, you have to deal with constant manifestations of death. But as for this game, you can assume that part is just, it's in there as in extra bits. Well, let's talk about the actual game itself. Starting with, as of course as I do, the shit on the back of it. The Dementors are coming. The Dementors are coming. The Dementors are coming. I suspect Nargles are behind it, actually.
Ooh, spooky, scary cameraman.
And this time, Harry needs his friends. Every damn time Harry needs his friends.
No, he doesn't. He only needs Hermione.
Everyone knows that ship is dead, Ghost Cameraman. Anyways, play as Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Face the Dementors, play minigames, and fly Buckbeak. Honestly, I really like just flying around on the Hippogriff. There are a lot of nice places you can go. And then there are invisible walls. Insert scene of invisible wall here. That is a nice invisible wall going to a place that I should totally be able to land. But whatever. So, there are three main mini games to this game. I mean, of course, there is exploring the castle, going through the story of the third movie slash third book. Because now I couldn't really get a thing of this because I wasn't willing to replay the entire game to get to this point. But in the game, there's a point when, you know, when Harry falls and has to, when Harry ends up being in the hospital, and, well, apparently during that,
Ooh, it's the
he ends up
hospital.
having to follow Ron, which is actually Malfoy in disguise, to the Polyjuice Potion. And I think that must have been in the books then instead, because they didn't show that in the movie. But
Ooh, he's never read the book.
I rarely read. I mean, there are a good few books like Dragon Rider, that's a good one. Most of the things by Shakespeare, those are good. But I'm not really much big on reading. But still. So yeah, other than exploring the castle and going through the general story, 3 mini games. First, well, it also. Oh yeah, here's one thing. iToy after school games. Basically, it was basically the Connect. You know how camera determines where your hands and shit are going? Yeah, like this game actually had that. And this game was made in 2005, I believe. Um, so you can look at editor brother Ghostman. You can look it up with the actual date. But anyways,
Ooh, spooky, scary ghost man knows not who you speak of.
of course not.
Who is this Joey?
He has his own YouTube channel. I will put it in the eye and at the bottom. Anyways, mini games. There are 3 mini games. One of which you get to ride Buckbeak and try to eat 20 bats within, I believe, 150 seconds. Yes, it's 150 seconds and not. Like, it's weird. Why did you pick 150 seconds? Like, 2.5 minutes, yeah, but why didn't you just put 2.5 minutes? Weird. But yeah, you fly Buckbeak trying to eat 20 bats within allotted time, which will be shown in the clip. And if you get all 20, A plus. You win that. Now, as for the other 2 video games, mini games in this, you end up having the owl racing, which I was never that great with. I'm pretty sure Joey once the editor gets he knows what clip is right here and why it's always that turn. Anyways, the last mini game, which is technically the the first mini game that you actually get to play during the storyline, is sort of a wizarding duel. Like, you have a team of 3 against another team of 3.
I call magical duel.
I play Magical Duel. Yes, Rummy Bucks aplenty. We know. And you would love it in this one. Because you get to knock people the fuck out. And then, immediately after, you get to knock them the fuck out again. And again. And it gets harder and harder until eventually you just get bored of it. Anyways. So, I remember completing this game twice. And the majority of the clips of me just running around the school itself will be a playthrough that is basically at that place where I can just complete the game. But honestly, it's kind of boring. Because, like, it's always, that is the only place you can continue from. It's like just before you decide to go into the Great Hall and call an end to your play. Which, honestly, we're fine with that. Technically the main goal of the game is to get your house the most points, and I believe the same thing is done in the first one, but this isn't about the first game. It's about this one. I love just flying around on the hippogriff. Also, there's that one bit in the back. There's also that just one area in the back that
You're so good.
and there's like that one area in the back that's for the gardening section, like the herbology.
Spooky, scary ghost man has spoken.
Yes. And I'm the only one that cares about it. But anyway, so yeah. So
I love Harry Potter too.
no, I meant I'm the only one that cares about what you're saying, Mr. Spooky Guy. Anyways, so it's a rated E for everyone game. However, I would not be surprised if it would have been given a more gruesome rating had they actually shown the werewolf scene in the video game. Like that is the only detriment I have about this video game. It's like
You mean where he slashes the hell out of Sirius blood?
we're Sirius. Yeah, that part where Sirius ends up turning into a dog to defend against remote Lupin, Professor Lupin. Yes, Remus Lupin.
Professor Remus Lupin.
I'm just gonna call him Lupin. Professor Lupin turns into a werewolf. That scene, so awesome, but it's not in the game. Like, it would have been so awesome if it would have been in the game. But no, you just skip to the point where you and Sirius Black are about to die, and you have to flail about, casting your Expecto Patronus at everything around you. Until, of course, Deus Ex Machina, and then time traveling immediately after that shit.
And then you realize you were the Deus Ex Machina all along.
I mean, the protagonist is always the Deus Ex Machina. But anyway, so
I need my beer.
no, your beer is still where it is. I'm sorry. I can hand it to you tomorrow.
Fine. You keep me locked up in the basement with a pentagram anyway.
That is incorrect. I keep you trapped there with salt, sir.
Ooh, even worse.
Yes. But then again, you're not really a malicious spirit, you just exist on the other plane.
Ooh, spooky, scary cameraman.
So, yes. Like, if you want to play this game as a game, just. I will tell you of certain things I like that are unique to this game. Ron has a light spell, which allows him to just basically blind everyone around him. If you shine it on the other students, then they just kind of get annoyed at you. Basically the same thing for all the things. Except for Hermione being able to freeze everyone. And water. Which sadly I did not end up getting this. I did not record me walking on frozen water. I should have done that, but you can do that. Just trust me on that one.
Fighting the Dementors. Ooh.
Honestly, you don't really get to fight the Dementors, except for that ending section, and at that point it's kind of shit. Like you can really not do that much. Like learning the Patronus spell is an interesting maze of events that you have to fuck around with. But then, and that requires a hook shot spell. So Harry Potter goes from being Wizard Jesus to Link from Legend of Zelda. Buckbeak's great. Have I mentioned how much I like flying the hippogriff?
Several times.
Yes.
Stop it.
Never. That's probably my only reason for not finishing the game a third time.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Well, anyways, so you know what? And so far, this would probably be the closest you could get to spooky right now in the top 10, aside from the top 3. This one ends up having ghosts, creepy areas, and just general mystical things that you can't really explain half the time. Like, how am I able to just create a deer out of a light? But you know what? I'll, I believe that would end up being it for this video. I believe I see a dark overcast coming this way. Until next time, I'll see ya. Blah blah.
Ooh, spooky, scary ghost man gets the last word.